I would have not been able to clear the exam if AMER would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow. So we are live with Mr. Jahangir, who just cleared PMP with all above target. So first question first, Jahangir, how do you feel?
Relaxed, really feel relaxed. You can say relief is a better word.
Relieved, relaxed, and all those things that when a heavy load has been lifted from your back and you feel like now this is the life. Now I can like say that with proud. I did it. I became certified project management professional. Well done, Jahangir.
Thank you.
For everyone, just let me give the context about Jahangir very quickly. Jahangir joined us in batch 15 that ended in the last week of December, and then he cleared PMP today. Jahangir is basically working in US, and he cleared PMP from which state you are in US, Jahangir?
No, sir, I'm currently in Canada. I'm living in
Canada,
Toronto.
sorry. In Toronto. Okay, yeah. So, Jangir, where do you like where was the center in? And mostly people in Canada they prefer to give it in home. Why did you choose center?
Sir, actually, the reason I live in a condo style, you can say the
Hmm.
place of my living, and I have kid at my home. So,
Hmm.
because whenever they, even in this video, maybe you can hear their background. So that's why I prefer
Huh.
to go to the center, especially for everyone, because I know Shobha in our group. She's also from Canada. When I was selecting the center, I selected the one nearest me. Okay, so
Hmm.
when I arrived there, like 9 a.m. in the morning, because I have the test at 9:30. The center was closed. I tried to reach them. Nobody was answering. I was so tensed. What is happening now?
Okay.
Luckily, then another candidate. She was a lady. She came there and
Hmm.
she asked me, "Are you here for
Hmm.
test?" I said, "Ma'am, do you know about anything?" She told that I booked earlier for 8 a.m. But yesterday I got call that you should come by 9:30. So we kept on waiting, and I think to be exactly at 9:27 they came and they opened the office. And all your motivation and everything, it really shake when the
Hmm.
things are not starting like the way. Then she told me that the reputation of this center is not good. But she also said the same thing, that one of her colleague was doing the test from home, but the internet thing happened and she wasted 1
Yeah,
hour
that
with the
that's
IT thing. And and
that's the worst. That's worse. That's
but
worse.
the later part, once I was in the test, everything was smooth. I did get
Yeah.
used every break to relax myself.
Yeah, that's to put in the context. If you have an option to go to center, of course center is run by human and there can be problems like there was a center, one of my student told me that after 10 minutes the invigilator did not come and there was an issue 2 4 minute delay and things like that. I remember my wife had an exam on 31st of December 2020, and when we went to the center there was no electricity and the center told us come after 6 hours. So
Oh my God.
we went, like we were lucky enough to our home was near. We went back and she just relaxed and came back and did it again. And it has happened same to one of my student who gave the exam in that center. But being said that, it's far better to give in center than
Yes,
home.
exactly.
Why? This last year 2021, and the last week of December many students were attempting the exam because there was kind of hype that PMBOK 7 is gonna change, exam is gonna change. It's not. I categorically put it for everyone, the exam is not changing. No, nothing, never. So not never, at least not this year. So people were giving exam, there was load, and in last week Pearson View Online had multiple issues. In one night there were like thousands of students giving exam and the entire thing got down. So it's a website, so I don't recommend giving exam from home, never recommend it. Okay, let's put it in the context. Let's go to the directly exam experience, what you did in 10 minutes, then breaks, what you did there. So Can you please elaborate that?
Sir, when the exam was started, I did the tutorial. The tutorial was like
Mm.
7 minutes. But even if I done that tutorial in 5 minutes, I used the remaining two to relaxing myself.
Tutorial was 7 minute or 10 minute?
Sir, actually, there was two tutorial. One for 7 minutes, another one is 2 minutes in
In
my
total
exam.
10
Okay.
minute.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
After when the exam started, I tried to give the exam. Also, I didn't try to concentrate a lot of the timer because I was good in the timer during my preparation.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
giving the
Timer was never an issue with you. I know that
yes.
very well.
So the other thing is I know my weakness. If I look at the timer, my concentration will be always on the clock. That's why I never look at the clock. But
Okay,
I
okay.
remember when I give my when I attempted all my 60 question, the remaining time was more than 160. So I used less time. Actually, I prepared that I will try to manage in like 70 minutes to each, not more than that. After
Mhm.
that, I took a break. I go outside. I took the loo. I eat a chocolate and drink just a sip of a
Entire
water.
chocolate. I always say one
No,
bite.
no, I have a
Did you eat?
small chocolate because I have a kids.
Yeah.
I have a like, small chocolates for the kid, like you know the mini bar you can say.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
did that. And after
Okay,
then I
okay.
came back, and when I did the first section, first 60 question, I was like, my confidence level was 50-50. After then, I came and I attempted the second question, and by the time I finished 120 question, the remaining time was around more than 80 minutes. So I
Mm-hmm,
think I
mm-hmm.
pretty fastly did that. In that man, yeah, the second part I gained some confidence because the second 60 question section was pretty easy for me. After that, I again took the break, but this time the first break I utilized almost 8-9 minutes. In this one, I only took 5 minutes. Then I because I wanted in the flow of the exam. Then I take the attempted the third part, last 60 questions, and I remember by the time when I finished the exam, I still had more than 15 minutes. And
That's good.
like you, I
That's
have seen your video. I'm not a guy of reviewing things because whenever I review things, I usually change a lot of things. That's why I never ever
I
review.
am same. I'm same. I still remember, like, I have nothing against a review, but I remember in every single exam I have given, and I have given a lot of PMI exam, PMP, RMP, SP, PBA, and DSM, DSSM. So whenever I go to like change, go to review, I always change the answer. I change two, three, then I change them back, and I end the exam
What I did
because.
when I was on the last question, instead of going to review it, I just take a deep breath before like attempting the last question, and I close my eye, pray from the God that eventually I will get cleared, and then I attempt the last question. And the moment it appeared like congratulations, I was so relaxed. Oh my God, because the hassle, the thing, because I think in the PMP you have a lot of knowledge, and the moment then a moment comes when you are scoring good, you have nothing more to learn. You just need to have practice. So I think that the moment then you should attempt the paper rather than trying to absorb more material.
I totally agree with you. That's why we have a term called as law of diminishing return. You reached a level, and after that level, like if you do more, you will stay at one level and then you fell down.
So one more
So,
thing that I would like to share here, uh, especially when I joined you, I only contacted you maybe 1 week ahead of starting the batch 15. So
uh-huh.
I was on the track. Then I always dream of like getting the certification as soon as possible, maybe in the first week of January. But because I have another course in the second week of January, so there was a break in between. After that,
I
when
do remember that very well. I was
I
angry at that.
yes. Then when I started, the moment I heard about Usman Bhai, I really know that Usman Bhai has a very good grip of the PMP. But the moment, even that at time, I was trying and I was preparing. But the moment when I get to know that Wasim Bhai have cleared as well, and I saw his video, at that moment I was watching the Wasim Bhai's video, I messaged Usman and start interacting. Although Usman always message and ping that, how are you doing? Because I have been to the part of the study group that they have made. So the moment I started doing the with Usman Bhai, and then I decided no. To be frankly, I was thinking of giving my exam on Monday of 31st January. But then because I have been watching your video, you always say only 1 month after your training. So I set a target. No, I will do like our last class was on the 26th to 27th of December. It should be within that 1 month, and that's why
Mashallah.
I
Yeah,
took the pace.
yeah.
And
Thank you
alhamdulillah.
for taking that. Yeah, and even 7 days you like not 7 10 days you use there
Yes, yes,
when
yes,
you so it's really 21 days after
yes,
training.
exactly.
So I want to put something in the context for everyone. Usman is basically the first PMP of batch 15, and he is doing such a fascinating job. He is motivating, he is guiding other, and in the last he requested Wasim, and Wasim also joined. And Jahangir, now this is your responsibility. It's not just Usman's job, not like for me, it is my mantra. I'll give it to you right now. That mantra, my mantra is that each one teach one,
Teach me.
which Usman have taken, and he is doing very well. For batch 14, Saurabh is doing, Kasim is doing. You need to do it. Now
Yes.
it's your job. Shobha is from Canada. At least call her and tell her,
2% out of my
hey,
target, Abhishek and Shobha, because I have been in contact with them.
Abhishek, both should do exam in like 10 days, in maximum 10 days, because both of them are in very good condition. I know that for a fact. I know every
Yes, yes,
single student. Like before you messaged me 1 hour ago, I messaged every single student, like show me your root cause analysis, and I messaged everyone. So I know every single student where they stand. Abhishek and Shobha, both of them are in very good condition. So let's make sure, like in 1 week they cleared. Then Sheetal is there.
inshallah.
She's also in a very good condition. Amer from your group, he's also studying very hard. So let's see how you can motivate them. Maybe join hands with Usman
Man,
in
yes, yes,
that. Yeah, or make your own way. Everyone have their own way. Maybe your way can be different. So whatever is, each one teach one, take one student at one time, take one person at one time, and try to make sure that he cleared the exam, then move to the next one.
yes, yes, inshallah.
So yeah, so moving forward, let's discuss few things. uh, Talk about exam was
Yes, sir. I will answer
predominant.
because I have like some you can memory from the exam. I know that because in the can say the disclosure that we cannot tell exactly how was the exam, but
Sure,
there was
sure.
three questions with multiple answers having like we have to select
Mhm.
two or three of these.
Okay,
I got three questions. I did get a power interest grid. I have to put relevant stakeholder in it.
that's
Okay.
let's not go into that detail.
Yeah.
Okay,
And about the overall project, mostly thing was from the team or people thing. And mostly like if I had 180 question, more than 100 question were from agile or hybrid.
agile or
I
hybrid.
didn't have any
Okay,
calculation question, but there was
okay.
like variance questions, like two or three variance question.
Any calculation, any critical path question?
Yes, only one.
You have to calculate critical path.
No, no, no. Scenario in which there was a
Yeah,
discussion of
that
critical, no
that that
calculation.
that's an okay. That's okay. Any compliance? How many compliance questions?
3, 4.
Three, four. How many risk quality procurement questions?
Uh, for quality and procurement, I can say around 5 each. For quality,
Hmm.
there were more, maybe 10 or above.
10 or above. Any sun model question?
Oh, one. I got the sun. Only one question, and
That's
it
good.
is used the exact same word like sun model.
Let's not put it. MBTI,
Sorry again.
MBTI. So there was no question on that,
Yes.
because if you are asking sorry again, so putting that if you remember in the day one, the exercise I gave you to do a survey, that was MBTI. So you
No.
remember ENFG question like that. Okay, so let's move forward. Uh, Communication, stakeholder, and team, they were the more dominant area,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so you did 60 people random and process questions, and then I gave you full mocks. Which of
Yes.
them were more relevant?
Sir, I did first more. The if I see the difficulty level, I think the first two, like the third and fourth were little harder, but the actual exam was not that hard.
So the exam was more relevant to the 180 questions, not the 60-60 questions.
No, more to the 60-60 question, not 180. In the mock,
Which
there was
one? 60 people process or random? There are three sets.
random, 60 random
Random.
question. Like,
60 random question. It was more relevant towards
yeah.
that. Okay. So, okay.
And to be
So you
frankly,
have
there
given
were
us
few questions that were exactly as per that. Okay,
the context was same.
exactly same. Yes,
The context was same. Of course. You have done so many questions. Some context has to be there. So
sir,
the
I did
questions cannot be same.
1800 questions. I did
Yeah,
calculate last time.
yeah,
How
yeah,
was the
yeah.
total of the question?
People do 1800 question in 1 year, and you did in 3 weeks. So that's kind of a magic. So okay, putting that into the context, let's talk about that thing. So what are your feedback about this batch, the batch we have, and what is your net promoter score of this batch?
Sir, first thing, how I know about the Amirali? Actually, I was working the current. I'm working from with a software house, IKS Logic. There was a Vakar, their project manager. They are planning to do project management from you. So when I decided, I asked them. They told that this is Amirali. We will gonna do from them. So from him. So you should get in touch with him. So then that's how I know you. I didn't go anywhere else. I never seen any other PMP thing, although because my master is from engineering management, I did back in 2015, so I do have knowledge of project management. So I didn't consult any other material. I did only what you have provided. I only revised what you have,
No book,
like in the
no
no book,
book.
no book at all. Even sometime in the
But
group it happens that when we discuss, somebody shared the page. Like last time I discussed something about messages,
Usman,
or
Usman, Usman,
yeah,
Usman,
but I
Usman
still,
shared the
but but
yeah,
but
Usman shared the
later
data.
I did come to know that Usman Bhai has a very good preparation. Like he has been spending like 3-4 months on it. That's
Usman
why I did.
was Yeah, Usman did a lot of it, and then finally he came back to me said, "I have done a lot of things now. Let's
The
clear it."
one sentence about the batch or training by you. If I'm getting, like I did get above one in each of the part, like all three part from of PMP, then I'm pretty sure that if anyone just do like training from you and do as exactly what you are requiring them to do and then appear in the exam, it will be fine.
Thank you for saying that. Okay, your final advice to all PMP aspirants.
Just do it as quickly as possible, because the time you get, the moment there come that you start mixing the topics, and the moment come that your knowledge started to drain, so it's better to do
Don't
it as
pro,
quickly as possible.
don't loved it. Don't procrastination. Don't do procrastinate. How important root cause analysis was for you?
A lot, because the moment I start repeating because doing root cause analysis most of the time, even I just read the question, in back of mind I know the answer because of the root cause analysis.
That's a very critical thing. Thank you very much, Jangir.
Thank you so much,
You
sir.
just came back and you gave us this information. One more thing, maybe on Friday, on Saturday, we will have a coaching call. I would like to you to come to that coaching call and
Sure, I will.
may share your experience. I have started this thing last week with the students. I basically want them to share their experience because some of the students cannot join here. They can come to the coaching call and they ask the question. Like here I am asking the question, the context is different. When I am telling them, the context is different. When they ask you the question, it will be
Definitely.
entirely different. And thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for trusting me blindly. And everyone who watched this video and plans to join the program, the first thing that I'm going to ask you, you have to trust my process blindly, religiously, and for 1 month. After that, you got 45 days. After that, you can question me, and you will get this result. Jahangir did it, and Jahangirul Hassan is a certified PMP in
Thank you.
front of you. Thank you very much, my
Thank you.
friend, and best of luck for future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good day.